Hello everyone, how do you do? So today I was scratching my head thinking about the project that I want to do and came up with something that actually I can use again. And I want to make a ring drawer or door pull. So again, look through my scrap pile and I found these two pieces. It's a short piece of 3/4 inch and, and a piece of 1/2 inch round. So this square piece is about 2.5 inches long, and this piece here is about 9.5 inches long. So what I would like to do, I don't know if I can draw this, but I'll give it a go. Not too bad. Basically, what I would like to do is, I want to first split this, and I'm probably going to hacksaw this piece about halfway down on this piece. And then what I'm going to do is open the two halves up and flatten that out to form this area here, and then punch or drill two holes, and that'll be able, that'll be to secure to the drawer or to the door, just like such. And then the other half that's protruding out this way, what I want to do is to punch and to drift a hole that's large enough to make this 1/2 inch stock move freely within there. And then so once this is complete, then I'll take this 1/2 inch stock and make a ring. So given this length, it'll probably be about 3 inches in diameter. So then imagine that I'll make a ring, an unwelded ring, and then I'll secure that inside of here, like such. Something like that. So imagine that's solid in there, like that. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have better pen to draw that, but yeah, I'll use this red. See. Yeah. So then this is the solid ring that is inserted within that hole, and then moves freely, so you can open and close whatever it is you want to attach this to. So yeah, just a general idea. This is something again that I can use. So I give it a go, and let's see what comes of it. Got to put a new blade on my hacksaw here, and I've mentioned this before, but if you're going to cut steel, do yourself a favor and get bimetal blades. Just way easier to cut through steel than standard carbon or high speed steel blades. I did my best to edit the background noise in the parts where I'm hammering. I realize that it's not ideal, but I think it's satisfactory. I had to go at this a few heats to get the bottom flat, to get that V out of the bottom there. punching for these screw holes took me a little bit more than I expected, or than it should have. My punch here is a little bit dull, so it took me 2 heats to get through on each side. Again, what should have taken just 1 heat has taken me 2. And on this piece, I kind of was stumbling and bumbling along. You know, that's what happens sometimes. Though I got my hole here a little misaligned, I'm not really concerned about that. And surprisingly, it only took me 2 heats to hammer it through in this thicker part. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I decided to use this older punch that I made a long while back because it has a steeper taper, so it would help me to drift it out a little bit easier. And I finished off the hole with my usual round punch because this punch is machined, so just to give it a much more round interior. Screw holes distorted some when I was working on the larger hole, so I just give them one last shot with my round punch. Now on to the ring. There's a lot of ways you can go about making this ring and maybe make it in a much more perfectly circular manner, but I just decided to freehand this one. You can see how my small bent knee tong here comes in very handy for something like a ring. I mean, I should actually not call this a tong. I should probably call it a plier. It's so short. But that's my personal preference. My mind was not working so well in this part. I don't know. Maybe I had like a temporary brain paralysis. I should have just opened it, inserted the piece, and closed it. I don't know why I kept going back and forth. I don't know. Sometimes you lose your train of thought. So finally, I got back with it. But the piece was a little bit cool. But I was still able to get the ring closed. And I know my vise is shaking all over the place, but that's just the way I have it set up. That's just the way I want to use it just for now. By and large, I don't edit the process for videos like this. There's no off-camera work. And I don't like grinding, and I use minimal power tooling normally. And in this video specifically, I don't use any power tooling. What you see is what you get. Okay, so here's the finished product. The drawer/door pull. Got to be for a pretty hefty drawer, I'll tell you that. It actually, to me, it actually looks more like a wall chain keeper, like you see in these medieval dungeons, being that this is so heavy and so big. So yeah, and this project, I kind of just went along with it, made it as is, didn't try to fancy it up any. For the ring, I haven't made a ring in a while, and I should have angled the cut a little bit, and then that would have helped when I put, when I got these close together, to not have that little gap there. I tried to compensate, but so help me, the weather has been like close to 100 degrees for the last week, and I mean, it's always over 95 from July, August, and now September, almost into October. I mean, let me turn this camera and just show you what I look like. I don't know if you can see this. Look at how much sweat is dripping off of my head right now, just from just for 2 minutes, and how wet I am. So I thought, like, for this project here, let's focus back on that. For this project here, I just didn't want to take that extra time. I was going to maybe cut that out and try to get that closer, or what I should have done maybe is to half lap these and get them together, sort of like when you're going to weld. So, but other than that, I mean, it moves freely, and like I said, I'm pleased with this piece. This will serve the purpose that I want. And I think you can probably, you know, see this idea and then, you know, make this your own, you know, take it and make the necessary changes. So, yeah, hope you like this one. I'll catch you guys next time.